Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at that RSI Meteor. But before we jump in, we got to create our character and spawn up in Checkmate Station. That looks more like it. Let's go to that review, accept it, and we are going to spawn in Checkmate. As we wake up and walk over to go get that amazing new RSI Meteor, I kind of want to go over why I'm spawning in Checkmate. And before that, I also would like to say if there's any FPS issues, I do apologize, as spawning brand new in a station sometimes brings that with it. So why Checkmate? It's obviously not for the views. You can see the trash, garbage, and just destruction everywhere. It's not the cleanest or best place by any means, but it is a little bit less buggy. And the reason I say it's less buggy is because back in the day, it used to be that every single time a patch came out, the game absolutely could not function. I'm talking the game would just break, ASOP terminals wouldn't work, all those kind of things would happen every single time at a home planet. So the first thing I would do every patch is jump in my ship and fly to Seraphim Station or Crew 1 or a station like that that's not a home planet as fast as I possibly could. What that did is allowed me to maybe, skip out on the bug processes and not have to deal with broken elevators, broken hangars, or anything like that on those main planet areas. Another main part is that if we spawn in this area here and we go over to Seraphim Station, well, guess what? We could set our spawn there, but anytime we want to quantum jump back all the way to Pyro, we don't have to. Instead, we could just backspace and kill ourselves and respawn here for free. Right here at the bottom, you guys can see under my Taurus, we have the RSI Mantis and the RSI Meteor. So thank you so much to CIG for not only allowing us to fly one of these and actually test fly this and the Mantis to show off for you guys, but also that we're going to be giving one away. So if you guys would like to win this exact RSI Meteor that we're going to be showing off in this video right here, well, just make sure to subscribe to the channel and join that Discord for future notifications, because guess what? I'm going to be giving it away in a 24-hour stream. You guys heard that correctly. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream and giving it away at a random point in that time. But guess what? I'm not going to announce what time I'm going to be giving it away. I'm just going to announce the date. So make sure to join that Discord so you guys can stay updated, as I'm going to announce it very, very soon. Now, it's spawned in the large hangar, which I can only assume is because our main, actual instance of hangars is here because this is our home location. But oh my gosh, it looks huge. Before touring this, make sure to drop down in the comment section who you guys are supporting this patch with the materials that we're supposed to collect. You have ArtCorp, Microtech, Crusader, and then you have what's the last one? Hurston. Yeah, Hurston. So let me know who you guys are supporting. I think I'm going to be a Crusader guy myself. And oh my gosh, this ship looks absolutely angelic. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a couple shots of this thing before we go ahead and tour this puppy. Wow, what a beautiful ship. Now, I will not lie, the only time I've actually been in a Mantis was when I first started playing Star Citizen and I wanted to take a shot at piracy. So let's see if I could figure out how to get in here. I think the elevator's at the bottom in the middle, which is not only unique, but awesome. And it does have those red lines over here and those blue after it has been opened, which is kind of giving me that Crusader vibe, and I love that. I think those are the kind of things that we want in most of our ships going forward, and it is really awesome. Okay, we can look at the back here and see that we could press close right there, and I really want those lines to continue with most of the ship designs in the future. So first thing that I can notice as we rise up is the pilot's seat. Not only is it outfitted perfectly for when engineering comes out, but it looks amazing. You guys know that some of the best designs in all of Star Citizen is when you guys have a glass cockpit so you're able to see absolutely everything around you. The reason that it's so important to have this kind of cockpit in this medium fighter ship is because it is a fighter, like I previously stated. It is amazing to have that kind of 360 view so that you could see everything to your left, to your right, above you as below you. That way you guys are not going to get snuck up on by any opponents, as well as you guys are going to have that clear visuals with you. Sorry for stuttering there, guys, my bad. But oh my gosh, I just realized how much detail is in this seat. Now I know that some of you guys might be like thinking this is a little bit of a nitpick thing or whatever, but if you guys are going to spend upwards of $200 something on a ship, you must know exactly what comes with it. And to see that they have matched the amazing blue detail down to the sewing on the seat to make it this amazing is awesome. The ship looks absolutely sick. You have your pedals here, or your paddles if you guys, you know, are flying and going left and right, all those things. You have your components opening up on the right side of your pilot seat. It looks amazing. Your left side has it as well, and it's just so cool to see this kind of detail going into ships again. And we can press F to open this. What does this do? No freaking way. If my webcam was on, you guys would have seen my jaw absolutely drop with how beautiful this is. Is this where a weapon goes? You have got to be kidding me. I'm pretty sure it is. This is insane. You can open your external storage here, 450,000 aUEC capacity. This has got to be one of the coolest additions to a ship that I might have ever seen ever. The fact that your storage goes here and you have to press a button over here next to the pilot seat to open it is so freaking sick. Does that close? It does close. So the only way you're getting in here and checking that cargo is if you're the pilot, if you own this ship, and it is completely awesome like that. Now, if we go ahead and look to the sides, this is obviously going to be some more component stuff. We can open on the right side here and look at that. Oh my gosh, absolutely everything stocked up here. This is a wet dream for someone that likes cars and likes going under the hood to see absolutely everything that the ship has to offer. Jesus, they did some design on this, guys. They did some really good design. And guess what? You can't fly a ship without your coffee maker, as well as... Is this the toilet? Okay, no, I thought this was the toilet for a second. That's just where you're going to put your coffee and everything else that you guys need. Oh my gosh. Now, is there actually a toilet, though? That's what I'm wondering. And is this a door to go to the outside? Don't let me out! Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties, boys. I accidentally seem to have lowered the elevator myself. Getting back up here and continuing with the tour, you guys can see the bed is right here. Made to those military standards, but I don't know, man. Drill instructor might be a little bit mad at you for how this corner is touching up on the bed right here. Now, I'm just messing with you guys. It looks absolutely beautiful. 3 different colors of beds. See, you guys here have the gray, the other gray, and then the light blue. So it's really cool to see that kind of depth of the ship go into the bed as well. Most of you guys might write this off as nitpicking like I've said previously, but to see that the colors of the ship are this darker gray here and then a lighter gray as well, it is really cool to see that the ship's bed is also following that colors as well as the seat is too. Everything is following these color schemes, and that is not lazy work. That is making sure that your ship looks awesome. Now, I wonder, is this the way to actually really lower it and stuff? So there is a dedicated way on your ship if, for instance, you know, you need to raise it or something from down there, which is really cool to see. But I'm gonna see right here, yeah, look at that, you have a restroom. This is a little bit scary though, boys. It has a bidet, which is awesome, but it's kind of giving prison toilet vibes. I feel like this light is just gonna start like going out as soon as you guys go to the restroom here, so I don't know if I would trust this. Let's go ahead and actually close the door on ourselves. Yeah, I don't know if I trust this door, boys. We're gonna have to open that up. I do not like that. But guess what? That is not what we are here for. We are here for the amazing ship. So I'm going to take this on a bounty hunting mission because I want to see just how good this puppy flies. And look at that. The MFDs are on the side. I wonder if they're going to come up when we get in it. So let me quiet up for you guys and let's listen and see how beautiful this ship is when we jump in that pilot seat. Oh, yes, sir. Exactly what I want from the ship. Before we turn on the displays, I want to see what it looks like without everything on. And the only parts of our vision that are messed up is this metal right here, which you have to have. You really do. And then these. But that does not, like, disable anything from your view. You can see right, like, past all of that. You should be completely good. Now, let's turn on the ship and then turn on those engines. Let's hear it, boys. Beautiful.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Now, if any of you guys have made it this far, please let me know. Do you guys know who the voice actor is for Robert Space Industries? He has a great voice. Now let's press I and turn on those engines.
Engines are on. Quantum fuel is at 100%.
Yes, sir, it is. Quantum fuel is at 100%. Let's go ahead and take off a little bit. And then while we open those doors, we're going to go into F4 mode so we can see what the ship looks like. Oh my God, it looks devious. It looks like a murder machine. The capital of destruction. Holy cow. Why does this thing look so menacing? I absolutely love it. It's god dang drop dead gorgeous. Wow. CIG has outdone themselves with this ship. It's beautiful. Let's go ahead and lift up those landing gear things. Let's do it, boys. Ooh, back first, then front, then the doors close. CIG, you have done it again. This ship is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the Meteor is crazy. Just flying up like that, it really brings that vibe of you can take over the entire verse and just destroy anything that's in your path. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, before we even attack anything, we got to go over a couple things, and that's to bump this puppy up to the max of its abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off that scanning stuff over here, and let's go see the weapon config. Now, the way I like doing it, guys, is I personally like my ballistics to actually be on just my second group. That way, with my dual stage trigger, I'm only pulling the ballistics when I pull it all the way in. So let's see what this is. Oh my gosh, it just feels so good. So we're going to let those run out, and then we're going to pull the trigger all the way to fire those ballistics. You guys ready? Oh my gosh. Boom, boom. Okay, so we're going to do that again so you guys can see exactly how fast it shoots, and let's try it out right now. Whoa. Whoa, am I messing up something? The dual stage trigger seems to maybe not be doing it all the way correctly. Let's just hold left click and see what happens. I guess it does not. I'm going to go ahead and say it, boys. I guess there might be something wrong with my dual stage trigger and the way cannons are working, because if I just hold my trigger down, it doesn't actually fire it all the way, which is a little bit weird. I've never had this problem. So yeah, it only shoots a little bit. I have to continuously just pull my trigger, which is a little bit weird. Let's go ahead over here, check out our power. By default, we have one extra output, which we could always put towards guns, which is really good to see. So that would be 1, 2, 3 open, which is not bad. But look at this. We could go and turn off one of our coolers, power this ship up all the way to its maximum ability. Yeah, if we cut the engines like that and then do this, we should be good. But if we really want to take the maximum out of the ship, we could turn the coolers off and then pump those engines, weapons, and those shield generators all the way up to make it to where we have a whopping 16 shots in these cannons, which if you guys do not know, cannons are absolutely behemoths when it comes to Star Citizen and how much damage they can put out. So let's go ahead and do one of these beginner bounty missions, you know, just a medium risk target or so, and see just how fast we can kill it. So we're here at Checkmate Station. Let's open up Bounty Hunter, and we have a high risk target, multi-crew craft. Well, let's do a medium before we go ahead and do that, and then we should be able to jump to that high risk. So let's accept this offer and see how fast we can do this mission. How bad would you guys think of me if I said that I forgot to actually record the first encounter with that medium risk target? And how mad on top of that would you be with me if I told you that I got hit by one missile because my decoys would not actually stop the missiles? Now, that's a problem that I've been talking about on my live streams a little bit now, because it's just a little sad sometimes. You know, you go into a fight, you get hit by a missile, and you just explode. Right? It's kind of dumb, but I will say I was thinking about, you know, repairing the ship and then going after this high-risk target. But then I thought to myself, we're in a medium fighter. We're going to fight a larger multi-crew vehicle, which in this case is the Cutlass Black right here that we're going to be fighting, or the Cutlass Steel, whichever one it is. And I thought to myself, you know what? They'll most likely have ballistics. So let's just go ahead and fight him straight up. And if we don't have the facilities to absolutely beat him because, for instance, we've been hit red a little bit, well, guess what? I want to see what that's going to do to us. So we're going to fly directly at this guy. And what I learned from the first fight is, for some reason, your cannons do not actually shoot continuously with those ballistic cannons. I almost hit this guy here, and look at that, guys. Our shields are already down. That is very scary. So what you need to do is, the first shot of combat, you have to trail the target and hit him with that dot that's like broken up, the half circle one. You have to hit him with that one, and look at that. We're already dead. Now, I wonder if that is the problem with the RSI Meteor, or if that's a problem with my flying, or if that's a problem because my ship has already been damaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to backspace, respawn at Checkmate Station, and run it for a fair, high-value target, just like the one we did right now, but instead with a completely new ship, because that's a little weird, guys. We got his front red, but he was able to demolish us. Now, I understand we're in a medium fighter, but still, I could take one of those outs, one of those, like, things out in a Gladius, so I don't know. That's a little weird. Let's try it out. There might be some kinks with the ship starting off in this first day. I wanted to quickly go over the delivery time as well. 13.5 minutes isn't too bad for a medium fighter. 4 minutes and 20 seconds if you expedite it, which is not bad at all, like I said. But that is a little bit weird because my Constellation Taurus, I'm pretty sure, would take about 5 minutes in total if I was calling it, which is a very much bigger ship, if you ask me, but still, that's not terrible at all. Let's go ahead and do this next mission. So this puppy really does destroy those medium risk targets pretty easily, but I do want to see how it fares against these larger ships like the Cutlass Blacks and the things that, you know, are also counted as medium fighters or just bigger ships altogether. I know that some people will say ships like the Arrow are the best fighters ever because it does a lot of damage, but it's a glass cannon, and if you're the best fighter pilot, then of course it's the best ship and things like that. But I want to see if there's something like this ship, if it can hold up against, wow, perfectly, a Hurricane, actually, a ship that I really do want to test out against. The one thing I will say that does kind of blow first off that I noticed is if you hold your trigger, or if you just have everything set as the number one, like the first weapon group, and you hold that like left mouse button, it does not continuously shoot your ballistic cannons. You're gonna have to actually every single time you want to use it, you're gonna have to like pull the trigger and everything. So the first shot of the fight has to be over at that left spot and then continuously shooting. Now, I do apologize, I missed a lot of shots there, and I'm flying a little bit bad here right now, but I don't know. I don't think I'm flying that bad by anybody's real true standards. I feel like I was just looking directly at the guy and I got killed instantly. This might not be the most fair view of the ship. I might not be the best pilot. A lot of people know that, but flying directly at the guy and then jousting him only twice kills me against a Hurricane. I understand that this is a medium fighter, but why put size 5s on the thing if it can only go toe-to-toe with other smaller fighters? You know, that is a little bit sad that I can't go up against an NPC Hurricane and actually live right there. Now, I do not have the footage of me fighting the medium fighters, but against the Pisces Rescue and like an F7C, it absolutely obliterated it, right? Like the F7C stood no chance. He hit me like twice and I hit him like 3-4 times and I basically blew him up. It was really easy, but to see this guy not even go red or orange in the time that it took me to die when I feel like I still hit a little bit of shots is a little bit sad to see. Those size 5 turrets are really good on the ship, but you can't use them if you're dead, and this ship being so much of a glass cannon does put it at a disability there if you're going into these bigger fights. Fighting a ship like that that's just a Hurricane, honestly, it's not the best representation of what you guys are going to be fighting out in the verse, but if you're pulling up against, let's say, someone that's flying Corsair, you're going to get 2-shot and killed. It doesn't matter if you fly past them in any which way. If they hit you about 3 or 4 times, you're most likely going to die. So that is the only downsides about this ship, that is very much so a glass cannon. But if you're fighting other smaller fighters, you should be pretty good to at least go there for a little bit. Well, that is it for today's video. My name's Kabutops. I hope you guys appreciated this little bit of a review. Now, obviously, when you see other creators going out there and using these ships, they might be better pilots than me. So make sure to leave your comments down below on what you guys think about my combat or what you guys think about the ship, because that would go a long way. I really want to know what you guys feel about it. As for me personally, I think it's really cool, but it doesn't have as many uses in the verse for actual PvP. And not really too much PvE. If you're grinding medium or low risk targets, then maybe it does, but these high risk targets where, you know, you're fighting a Cutlass Black doesn't seem to really cut it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, and if you guys want to win this ship, make sure to join that Discord, as I will be announcing the 24-hour stream soon enough. Thank you, and goodbye. Bye!